This is the son that was in the hospital bed, and Enoch was like, don't worry, I don't care if it's through juju, I don't care if it's through drugs, you're getting your legs back. And now we're here. They probably locked up Reese's ancestor. They locked up Reese's ancestor in here. Not the flirt option. Y'all need to calm the hell down. This man is a skeleton. You better open it up and see Brooke. Like from One Piece. The much anticipated episode 5. I even raised up the camera level. Like, it's that serious. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for the patience that has been exhibited, and for that one commenter commenting that wonderful paragraph. Like, that was so nice. I just want to say before we get started, this is the much anticipated episode 5. Like, I'm so ready. I'm so excited. It's crazy. Like, I set out, like, I blotted a time in my calendar. I got a major test tomorrow, but it don't even matter. Like, it's getting done. It's getting done. Everybody's surviving, especially Kanika. I don't know why, but ooh, what do you mean my name is? Now wait a minute. Main menu. Yeah, main menu. How do I continue? Ah! Ah! Return. Oh my god, no. No. Why does it say continue? Okay. Over here. Yes. Oh, that was scary. I thought I lost all my progress. Okay. But yeah, Kanika's getting saved. She literally wasn't even in the preview. Continue. A recap. We're gonna only see a recap, like, I mean, last episode I did a little bit of the recap. So, we saw that Kanika was straight up gone. Like, she was a shadow. See, look. The question mark, she texted me, she wasn't there. Like, she's a shadow right here. I just wanted to do the recap again to show anyone who might have forgotten or missed the fact that she's legit a shadow. Is she a shadow in every recap? Because this might actually be my first recap. Okay, whatever. Let's just ignore the fact that she's a shadow right now, and we'll address it later. You know, I already did the recap last time, but I hope y'all remember what happened, because, I mean, like, yeah. My videos aren't too far apart, shoot. But he killed his mom. I played both. The one where he killed his mom. But I kept the one that he didn't. Because I was like, the only reason why I clicked the one where he would kill his mom was like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, LOL, like, I'm not going to keep it or whatever. But it was crazy. Alright, I'm asleep. It's time for me to continue my journey. It's time to wake up. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind re-solidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. Yeah, not gonna lie. I accidentally ventured a little too far last time, and I saw that the opossum rat things were on us when we woke up. I was like, what the heck is going on in chapter 5? When it finally stops, you're startled by a sudden silence. What I will say is talking to animals would have been real good right now. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there is a concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There is nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. So if we kicked out the possums, they wouldn't be here right now? There's also a weight on your chest, and claws digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. They could have told us exactly what happened if we had talked to animals. You're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twitching nose of the opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You are not in your room. This is so crazy. Stand up and get your bearings. In real life, I'd be crying. Like, what? You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilts of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. Hell no. You know what, Wayne? It's probably Wayne's goofy self that put us here talking about you should explore the rest of the manor today. That's what he was telling us last night. I'm guessing it was Wayne. Or is this what happens when you don't drink the tea? The opossum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws holding on for dear life. Okay. You must be in the forbidden wing. And judging by the faint scent of death that still clings to the insides of your nostrils, you didn't find your way here by sleepwalking. Oh my god, you suspect a certain ghoulish, veiled man had something to do with your relocation. I knew it was Wayne. The small opossum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as it is afraid you might notice if it moves too quickly. My whole thing is, Wayne pushed his boundaries, and in real life, this is assault. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how yet, but in real life, this is assault. Like, I don't... like, genuinely, you moved me while I was asleep. That's crazy. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger opossum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching you over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway leading into what you would assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Yeah, low-key, we're investigating. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it besides the brass circle where a handle should be. So strength build doesn't work? Okay, let's look through the hole. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening of what lies ahead behind the door. Oh, it's my room. Where the hell am I? Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. Try forcing the door anyways. Damn. You push on the wall and it doesn't budge. So my powerful build doesn't do anything? You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in place of the door's handle, tugging, jiggling, and pushing it every which way, and still nothing. I bet if I had a street smart, I could have went through the door, though. I might as well try. I'll save it here. If I don't like the thing, then call someone. You groggily pat your pants before realizing you're still in your evening attire. It would seem Wayne wasn't thoughtful enough to bring your phone from the nightstand. Or maybe he'd prefer if you saw what was there to see in this place alone. Yeah, you yell, hoping that Tabitha has yet to leave for the mines. You receive no response. Yeah, I knew it. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the forbidden wing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through the cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nothing else to run. There's nowhere else to run to now. So mildew's there, dust is there. Long hallway. Sorry, let me look at it real quick. Definitely looks better than the rest of the estate. I can't even lie. Like, it looks more decorated and homely than where Tabitha's currently living. Why'd they seal it off with freaking planks, though? Is it because it's tilting over this edge of the cliff? That's pretty interesting. This bench is kind of wild. I don't know why that's like that, I guess. Oh, these got torn up, too. Okay. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. Like, the asbestos is going to be kind of crazy. You can't help but notice the tracks leading up and down the grimy hallway floor. And you aren't supposed to see Wayne's aren't surprised to see Wayne's unmistakably large boot prints among the number. Clearly the forbidden wing is only forbidden for some, so he lives here? So, first of all, Tabitha had a boyfriend, and it's Wayne. I feel like that's a plot hole. Like, like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't, something doesn't seem right. Like, investigate the ornate hallway. Well, yeah. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. Jeez. Feels like some kind of entertainment room. The sort you'd expect out of fancy rich people who want to show off. Someone needs to code this house. Like, the house inspector, it's falling off the cliff. It's just kind of crazy. That random picture right in the middle. Oh my word. Sorry, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. They went above and beyond. Yeah, this is nice. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs through the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict a town. Or the town. Something else catches your eye, too. A bookshelf, or rather, what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot in this house. Examine the painting. Examine the space beyond the... Let's do the painting first. In fact, let's save it. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic, still called a hospital at the time of the painting. The church, and then there's something you've yet to see, the historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. So that's where each of the things are. Oh my god! That's where each of the things are, like the circle tablets we're collecting. Somebody take a picture of this map! So today we're gonna find the circle tablet that's in the estate. That's kind of, I'm sorry. They kind of gave it away with this one. They kind of gave it away with that one. Okay. So this is day 5. On day 6 and day 7, all that's left is the church and the Callaway/Tremaine homesteads. There's also the party that Avery was supposed to have. I wonder if they're still gonna have that. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemorant of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten." So Enoch Scarlet is the one who put those devilish, like, tablets in there to, like, make people not forget the past, I guess, to give us the flashbacks or something. That's pretty interesting. Examine the space beyond the broken bookshelf. You cross the parlor, testing each careful step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves and of the old bookshelf. Whoa, wait. Ew, what is that? Why is it staring at me too? Yo, this is actually really dope. They got the Confederate flag up here. Cut it. It needs to be free. It needs to be freed. Like, this is it's no longer a pretty room. I also feel like this is really random. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Okay. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty and some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to the freaking Confederate flag in the corner of the room. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it doesn't say that. Your focus is drawn to an expensive looking antique desk in the center of the room. Examine the desk. Okay. But all these ornamental details, your focus is drawn to the expensive-looking desk. Alright, top drawer, bottom drawer. Why can't we just open them all at the same time? The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials E.S. I hate this man. Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive in every spot that needed a signature. Is the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. And at the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back up at you. An antique photograph of a young man damned to hell, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. Oh, this is Teddy, never mind. Is this the one who cursed me? Now wait a minute. Or is this the one in the hospital bed who lost his legs? This is his brother, right? It's his son. No, it's Shaw's son, Charles Shaw Jr. That's the one that cursed me. So this is the son that was in the hospital bed, and Enoch was like, don't worry, I don't care if it's through juju, I don't care if it's through drugs, you're getting your legs back. And now we're here. Because he lost his legs in the war or something. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. Here, there's a carefree look in his eye that seems to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. That's kind of crazy. Keen eye and powerful build. Feel around for anything you might have missed. Yo, I've never seen a combination stat. That's kind of crazy. Wait a minute. As you're searching for anything more notable than among the contents of the drawer, you notice something in peculiar. I knew Kenai would come in handy for searching this drawer. I was like, yeah, Kenai got my back. An irregularity in the molding along the top edge of the desk, almost as if it had been removed and replaced at some point. What? Irregularity of molding on top of the desk? How did you notice that? Where are we talking about? Wait, I'm sorry. Where is that? What's she talking about? I ain't even... Okay, it's whatever. You slip a hand into the drawer, feeling along what would usually be the solid oak of the top of the desk. But the space is clearly hollow. Your fingers making light knocking sounds as they fumble against the wood. Powerful build. Yeah, we wouldn't have noticed it without keen eye, I don't think. Yeah, this is kind of crazy how like specific it's getting. You tug at the molding. It cracks almost immediately. Your grip too strong for the age-weakened wood. The hidden shelf tumbles out, its contents spilling into the otherwise unremarkable top drawer. It's a bundle of notes. Nah, show me where the drawer is, because... Wait, I think the drawer is, like, right here. I think that's what they're talking about. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. That makes more sense now, because I was like, what are we talking about? Oh my god, I knew it was him! That freaking painting has all the places where he put these demonic markings, burning in hell. Not even for the markings, for the Confederate flag. That's it. That's why he's burning in hell. Scrawled on the first page is a design you might find familiar. It's the stone from that pit in the mines. It's many armed design. Which design? Oh yeah, well, okay. I know this one is the one we saw in the clinic. Vitality, Dominion. So the clinic is where Teddy was. Which one was in the mines? This one, Prosperity, was in the mines. I'm sorry, I gotta read it. I can't even lie. I gotta read it. Of productivity, one entity separate from the fruit of failure, diligent and So that's what prosperity is. Dominion. Straight scribbles, bro. Element, fire. Hand of law. 3 dogs, 3 heads of Cerberus. Judgment at the gates. Stubborn adherence. Goat. Yeah, this is some juju right here. The hand without the hand. Where was this one? So, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, gay. Okay, this one is the mines. Episode 2 was Town Hall, and this was Dominion. I guess he wanted to control the entire town. Vitality, he wanted Teddy's legs back. It's episode 4. What did episode 4 we found it? That's episode 4. This is... Damn. Sorry. Episode 1 had us in the mines, right? No, episode 1... Oh! There's... episode 1, we didn't even find a marking, did we? Whoa, we didn't even find a marking episode 1, so there's truly only 6 places. Interesting. That's very interesting. Sorry, I'm not leaving until this thing gets solved. So I'm going to go back to my phone, right? Because I took a picture. Remember when I took a picture of that one screen? That had... It says, the paintings highlights a number of old buildings. It was talking about the paintings, right? So, because I'm in my freaking detective era right now. Like, it's getting solved right now. The town hall is this one, Dominion, because he wanted to control the town. The estate is one of these 3 at the bottom. We have yet to see it. The mines is this one. He wanted prosperity with his business. Sorry, I'm like, what entity even is that? All right. And then the clinic, he wanted vitality with his, like, younger brother or whatever. What else is left? The clinic, the church, one of these 3 down here. Cycle of birth and death never grows from old. Old and near together, joined at the ends rose. Power! I bet we're gonna find power today. That's why they covered it up or something. Because where else would you put power? You'd put it right here in the freaking manor or whatever. But yeah, all we have left is the manor, the church, and the Callaway. So I'm gonna guess the church is the cycle of birth and death. I'm gonna guess the farmland is the old and new together, joined at the ends road. And then power is here. Did we just solve it? I think so. Anyway, the goat head carving is from what was once the town hall, and the circle of figures is from the clinic. The notes, there are notes scrawled in the margins around the designs, most either illegible or written in some language you don't understand. Yeah, this was advanced juju, gang. This was advanced juju. Though a few words stand out. Prosperity next to the stone from the mines. Dominion. So wait, they told us anyway. I didn't have to freaking solve it. Dominion paired with the stone from the town hall. And vitality with the clinic. Yeah. Spirit. I'm going to assign that to the church. Old and new draw together. Join at the ends roads. Gateways. Door. Guardians. Dog and horse. Yeah. Coins for da-da-da. Blessings of da-da-da. Okay. Lamb or church. Is that what that says? Or cherub. Cherub and a lamb. Ew. I mean, sorry. This is actually kind of gross. Samara fruit. Seed, wheat, growth, crone of flies. Cycle of birth and death never grows from old. Throne. He put the throne one where he lives. This man is insane. Morning star, awakening, awareness, serpent of Athens. Yeah, power, consciousness itself. Hell no. Oh my god. The remaining captions seem to read Spirit, Bounty, and Throne. Spirit, Church, Bounty, the farmland, Throne here. All attached to designs you don't recognize. We soon about to recognize them. Open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you pull it out. It seems that it is locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can still make out what seems to be paper. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can still make out what seems to be paper. Preserved somehow inside of the containers, a hint of writing visible at the edges. You know what's crazy? There's so many mysteries. Wayne, Reese is a category of mystery because I still don't get. What you mean you fell asleep and woke up pregnant? Who did that to you? Who did that to you? Sorry. In fact, I'm done. Open the vials. Why was no way shut the door even an option? You reach for one of them, twisting the cork. Are we gonna get poisoned? It's in water? Ugh. It unseals with a pop, revealing a smell like an old pond, like decaying leaves and damp earth. You tug at the corner of the slip of paper. It unfurls, the writing across its surface as crisp and clear as it had been just written. To Miss Maev. I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep, more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost... Yeah, that was to Sybil. Here's the thing. My guess is that Sybil ain't even her real name. I was thinking about this all the freaking time. That evil juju lady. She's been alive for generations. This is her 13th rerun. Like, she's 300 years old. I can feel it in my soul. Like... she ain't even their real mom. Cause, look, she's probably their great-great-grandmother or something, but not her mom. I feel like Kanika's mom was that blonde lady in that portrait with the dad. Cause I was thinking about it, and I was like, has all gray hair right now. Her mom was blonde, like, 5-10 years ago. Does it take that long to, like, unblonde with hair? Like, I don't know. And the demeanor and disposition looked completely different, in my opinion. I don't think it was enough time for that big shift to happen. But yeah, I think Sybil's been here for generations. I feel like the ghost episode, right, where Kanika, like, okay, I'm sorry, this is a lot of commentary, but Kanika, you know when they were all possessed and their bodies were like this or whatever, Kanika was the one representing the witch figure in the freaking possession thing, right? I feel like that was Sybil. Like, Sybil has been alive. She was like, yes, it's been passed down from hill folk to hill folk. No, it's just you, babes. It's just you. Because she ain't even focused on passing it down to her children. Like, if it was really passed down, Kanika would know a spell or two. She would have her own hand within the juju, like, but she's not juju-ified. Like, it's just her. Anyway, so I guess she got rid of the mom and took her place, and then mind controlled everyone with tea. That's crazy. But yeah, I feel like this guy's writing to Sybil. Ooh, juju. But the paper dissolved, or just science, I don't know, before you could finish reading it, as if it finally realized that it had been submerged all these years, turning into useless pulp between your fingers. It's unlikely you'll have the chance to return here, but the vials are too delicate to carry with you. Keep reading? Hell yeah. You open another. Ah! Miss Verena, a trouble with tea. Your presence is requested at. So Verena, Maev, guys remember, because I might not. Maev, Verena. Another Verena. Verena, know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. The thought we both... Now I gotta look up what subterfuge is, because I don't know what that means. Sorries. But we're figuring out... Like, I could put on my game day glasses on, guys. Like, I don't care how long it takes. Like, we're figuring out everything. It is a noun referring to deceit, trickery, or a dishonest strategy used to achieve a goal, hide something, or evade a rule. It involves clever manipulation to mask true intentions, often described as a hidden evasion or artifice. Ploy, dodge, artifice, deception, trickery, maneuvering. Damn. Okay. And another, Verena, know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. Thought we both... Okay, so these notes are really small, short, and concise. Probably because they're on a tiny piece of paper. I feel like her full name is Verena Maev. Like, that first note was probably the first note sent to Verena Maev. But that's probably Sybil's real name. I'm counting it, knock on wood, because there's no one else that's a woman that's mysterious. So it has to be Sybil, I feel like. Again, it dissolves. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maev and some to Verena. All are signed E.S. You assume these have to be from Enoch. Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may be have been. You assume it's meetings between. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Okay. Before you know it, the drawer is empty. The floor around you is scattered with drained vials, the air stinking of wet rot. Couldn't that man have just asked us to come here? Why did he drop us in here after we were asleep? That's weird. Before you know it, the drawer is empty. The floor around you is scattered with drained vial, the air stinking of wet rot. Step away from the desk. You step away from the desk. Alright, I guess it's time to return. But this is weird. They said they had step away from the desk and return to the hallway as separate things, only to lead to return to the hallway. I think if we had another trait, we could have done, we could have unlocked something else. Probably something to do with book smarts and then, read the bookshelf that they obviously pointed out, 13,000 times. But my whole thing is, imagine you have the hot attribute, right? Which apparently would have saved you from, Reese killing you would have got Reese to be free and avoided him killing his mom if you had the hot attribute. Which is something I read. Because I'm everything I play, I kind of watch other people's play things. Am I allowed to do that? And I kind of read other things, I don't know, but I don't spoil it for myself, so it's ooh. But anyway, oops. You return to the hallway outside of the parlor. Follow the footsteps down the hall. You follow the path laid out in the dust. There better but not be no jump scares. What is this? Beer and cigars? A storage room, perhaps? It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. Kenai, there are much fainter tracks leading to the room in front of you. Fainter tracks leading to the room in front of me? So someone else was here that wasn't Wayne? Its doorway hidden behind a stack of boxes. What room are they even speaking? Oh! I would have never seen that. These footprints are old enough to have accumulated some dust. They were also noticeably not made by boots. If you had to guess, you would assume that they were loafers or some kind of low heel. Oh, so Tabitha. We're exploring the nearest room. The boxes slide easily out of the way, almost like they were placed to make the room less conspicuous rather than as any kind of actual barrier. You push past them into the room beyond. I'm kind of scared. Oh. Dang, was this our mom and her twin sister's room? Okay, the room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made. Its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off a feeling of tidiness. This was a kid's room. Look at that creepy doll. That's crazy. Enoch's daughter's room. That means it was Edward Dean's room, right? Isn't this a picture of Enoch? Or no? Giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even the cobwebs stretched between each other, between each corner of its 4-poster frame. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of the 4-poster frame. I guess I could search the desk. You step towards the desk. Its drawers practically overflow with strange stationery. Sorry, I said stationery. As you sift through the paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edward. See, I guessed it right. I might actually. That's why nobody died yet. That's why nobody died yet. That's why nobody died yet. There are stacks of bills in Edward Dean's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even one you managed. Why does she got so much paper? Sorry. Bills! Oh my god, she has that many bills? Her business was failing after freaking... Oh, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. So after everybody went and died, her business started failing? That's crazy. Filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layer of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts, and it seemed she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold up onto any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. Oh, so these are paid bills, but when you reach the bottom of the drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards. Oh, she was using it to hide the fact that she was talking to Charles Shaw Jr. That's pretty smart. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. Wow, you open the cards, both pages are taken up by handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. I hope Pearline treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. So her great-grandmother... Whoa, wait a minute! She hid her dad's... Yo, this says dad. This was signed by dad. Wait a minute. That's crazy. That's evil. She hid... I'm so tired, bro. She hid who her dad was. Okay, send something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put up to your ear too. Oh, sorry, put your ear up to them too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. So Tabitha literally thinks that her dad was a filthy deadbeat who never bothered to call her for any of her birthdays. She specifically said something along those lines. Here, this grandma, this evil Confederate grandma, like, just hid all her stuff. That's actually... No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. That's crazy. And it looks like there's a little card for the grandma too. Damn. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearline to take you somewhere to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. So he wants to be there, but they banned him from being there, and then they lied to her, telling her that, like, oh yeah, he abandoned you. Meanwhile, they banned him from being there. He wants to be there. That's crazy. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. Oh, and then he thinks that... Damn, he thinks that nobody's writing to him. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. He probably is from Outer Banks. You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So the big 20. Ooh, this was recent as hell. Is he still alive? Damn. Sorry, this is crazy. I'm sorry. That's sad. I can't even lie. That's actually crazy. They really banned him and then lied and then hid the freaking postcard. That's crazy. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sound animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. My whole thing is, what's it called? Wedlock. They said that Tabitha's mom, Pearline, actually married someone. So what's going on? Why didn't they want him around? I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I have to think we'd get along, though. Damn. Oh, sorry. Sorry. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up just in case it's already always ready for you, kid. I love you and I always will, no matter who you've turned out to be. Love, Dad. Sad. That's so sad. I'm sorry. I know it's just a story. That's actually so sad. That's horrible. That's genuinely horrible. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid, all from him. This is awful! She specifically said, oh, he never bothered to call for my birthday. Oh my god, this is sad. You pocket a few of the cards. Nah, get all of the cards. Take them all. Search the closet. That's crazy. Grandmama is evil. My whole thing is why her room still look like a kid lived in it. Is this her old room? So she just, every time the card comes, she takes it. She takes it and hides it in the old room. And my whole thing is, when was Tabitha's most recent birthday? Now all the grandmamas are dead. So hopefully the dad isn't dead and kept setting stuff so that she'd seated them sometime. You make your way to the closet. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. So she's wearing grandmama dresses? You can imagine Pearline sifting through Edwardine's old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. This family is actually stressing me out. You're rich! You're rich! You're rich! Or maybe the Confederate money ran out. Like, why are you over here sifting through grandma's? This is Pearline's grandma. This isn't even Tabitha's grandma. This is Tabitha's great grandma. You're sifting through freaking 1800s clothes for this girl. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers, with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. The hell is this? Yo, what? What are we talking about? Yo, she lost a boy? I thought she only had girls. I wish I could remember. Okay, so Pearline. Well, no, this is Edwardine. Did Edwardine lose a boy? Crap. Did she? I know did she have a miscarriage? Edwardine. Her first pregnancy was successful, and then her second one wasn't, or something like that, I think. Something like that. Something happened to, like, both of their kids. I know Edwardine and Pearline, right? I could be wrong. Don't quote me. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I'm here too, and I love you. That was a horrible voice. I'm sorry. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. Yeah, I need to know what happened to whoever. I need to know what the story behind that was. Yeah. You drop it back into the box, once again, covering it. Like, was it the mine collapse? Like, what happened? Anyway, you drop it back into the box, once again covering it with all the clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of this forgotten closet where it belongs. The recesses. You're done here. Return to the hallway. Her ladyship's chambers. Explore Edwardine's bedroom. So the reason why Edwardine put all those boxes is because she didn't want anyone to find. So she put it in her old childhood room that she never uses, and she put all the things she wanted to hide in there, including letters from poor Tabitha's dad, and some little kid stuff. I don't know whose boy that was. Finished with the tucked away room, you return to the hallway. Let's explore the middle room. I'm tired with all the creepy little dolls they got in here. This space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long time. So they got a nursery in here, despite all those poor kids dying. That's sad. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique books. Dick and Jane. Books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. That's pretty cool. The lower shelf are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. This would have been great if I had Booksmart, I feel like. This would have been Booksmart's level. Wait, if we didn't have Powerful Bill and Keen Eye, how would we have found the sketches of the carvings, though? Would we just have not found that? Sorry, that's crazy. Would we just have not found that? Okay, sorry, I was just thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on top of the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. But that doesn't seem to have stopped them from making their own fun. You see quite a few books with children's art stuffed in between the pages, the corners peeking out, tiny scribbled hands waving at you from their yellowed paper. Pull out the children's art. You reach for a particularly doodled-on encyclopedia off the shelf, its pages overflowing. Alexandra Scarlet. If Daddy plays with me and Maribel's the lady on the painting, and her sister or something was the poor girl who died, I think? Who went missing when she was 9, I think. Sorry, this is a lot. This is confusing. I know Maribel's the woman in the painting. Or is that Elizabeth? Bro, I don't even know. I'm sorry, I got confused. Yeah, Maribel's the painting in her room. And then the girl who died, I don't know what her name was, but she always had a doll with her. Yeah, okay, sorry. If Daddy plays with me and Maribel, if my family goes to the zoo, if Mommy and Grandpa took us to work, if me and Maribel and Mommy and Daddy and Grandpa have a picnic, this is honestly, honest to God, sad. This is so sad. Who wrote this? This is actually sad. She said, if, knowing damn well it would never happen. That's crazy. This picture's kind of funny. Why is she standing like that? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. So they were neglected. Wow. This whole family. So she never got to go to the zoo or play with her dad or the freaking mines. Ew. Or have a picnic, and she just wanted that. That's sad. That's crazy. Sorry, I had to make sure I was still recording. I'm not taking no chances. That's sad. This is sad. I don't like this. I don't like how sad that is. Okay. All are signed with the carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. I swear to God, if this is the one who owns the doll, I think it is, because there's always like a little baby figure next to her. So she's the one who owned the doll and went missing at 9 years old and was presumed dead. That's crazy. She probably ran away. I can't even lie. She probably ran away. She ran away. Yeah, I would have run away too. There's a strange fantastical element to these pictures. Everyone is smiling and sitting together as any family would in a child's drawing. And yet it feels like these are drawn in the same hopeful way a child would draw a unicorn. Damn. Sorry, that's sad. I'm sorry. This is horrible. Free the family. Not the adults. They are in hell. But free the children. The child would draw a unicorn. Expressions of some reality that Alexandra could only dream of. Free her. Oh. There are less joyful illustrations as well. Daddy napping. So this was Enoch, I think. Look at how he's napping with the freaking alcohol bottle and the smoke puffs. That's crazy. Shows their father sleeping in a chair, a bottle of brown liquid conspicuously drawn on the table next to him. The two girls and what you assume must be Alexandra's doll. See, look, she ran away at 9. I don't know if she ran away, but she was missing at 9, presumed dead. Hovering in the doorway, some distance away. And then we got this one, Mommy going to work. Oh, who is that mad girl? Oh no, that's the house. That's the mom going to work. I was like, who is that? And then the son having a sad face, and then they're left all alone, the sisters with the doll. Mommy going to work. Shows the girls crying in the upstairs window of a house as their mother walks away, an angry frown scrawled on her face. You get the feeling these are the more accurate depictions of the girls' lives. The last picture you pulled out gives you pause. There's a new figure here, seemingly drawn behind a barrier. The girls sit on the other side, smiles on their cartoon faces. The boy in the wall. They don't even know what the boy looks like, so it's just a smiley face. No clothes, no attributes, because it's a ghost. And both the girls can see it. So that means it's a real ghost and not a hallucination. That's crazy. It must be the boy where the sailor clothes belong to. That's somebody's dead child. That's probably Edward Dean's dead child. I'm sorry. That's sad. The boy in the wall. Read a few writing practice books. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. So if we didn't have keen eye, because looking at those colored pictures was keen eye. What in the world? What in God's name would happen if I didn't choose keen eye? I'm sorry. Like, I'm so confused. Because keen eye gives me so many options. What would have genuinely happened if I didn't choose keen eye? Okay, sorry. You leaf through the workbooks, near crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. Damn. Sorry, this is sad. We have been very good girls and have not cried. Oh, should I do a voice? Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see. I would like to see one, puts the number 1. I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. These are the woods that work. These are also the work of Alexandra. That girl ran away. That girl ran away. Was she successful in running away? She probably got lost in the woods. Poor girl. Yeah, poor girl. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by. But something near the back of the book gives you pause. In the section that starts with the prompt, Today Alexandra continues with, talked to the boy in the wall. That's crazy. There he is again. You're done here. Return to the hall. Okay, here's my theory. I think the little girl that's the pastor's daughter, her imaginary friend might, this is a heavy might, be Alexandra. Because if she ran away and was presumed dead, that junkyard probably took her life. I can't even lie. Because I'm like, she was probably trying to run away in the woods or something. Like, just run away from this nonsense. Bam. And fell down. That's what I'm thinking. But then again, who am I to even make any judgments or calls or whatever? You make your way back to the hallway. Approach the window. You carefully approach... Sorry. This episode does not have a lot of dialogue. Just reading and information. That's interesting. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure as hell is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting straight to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. This place is gonna get coded by the, what's called HO, like, just somebody. At least for now. Follow the trail to the farthest room. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Yeah. 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 Yeah, there's something there. There's something here. The room is starkly empty, save for the rug and a few candelabras? What is that? The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces you've explored. This is somebody's hidden hideout. This is somebody's hidden hideout. Look at how the bottom of the door blends in with the wall. This is somebody's hidden... Yeah, there's not even meant to be a doorknob. I think it was just meant to kind of blend in, I think. Because there's no thing for the doorknob, but I don't know. I could just be doing too much with this analysis. The curtains on the far side of the room catch your eye. Below them, you can see the edge of a tiled section of the floor. The smooth, white porcelain of a strange contrast against the hardwood. What are we talking about? Wait, so dead ass, if I didn't have keen eye, I wouldn't have been able to, like, see that? What type of game is this? Why is keen eye that overpowered? Like, I'm actually starting to get a little bit annoyed. Imagine if I chose something else. This would have been a completely different experience. Wait a minute. I wouldn't have been... Okay, you cross the room and pull back the curtain. What? What? Is this how the boy in the wall died? Behind it is what looks like a shower, but in place of a shower head is a meat hook dangling from the edge of a long, sturdy chain. Brother, what? And it's rusty and stuff. Who was here? Was the boy here? As your eyes travel down the wall to the drain on the floor. I don't like the music. I gotta turn it down. I'm sorry. I'm scared. As your eyes travel down the wall to the drain on the floor, you can just make out the rusty stains of what look like long dried blood caked in between the tiles. There's been an effort to clean it up, but just enough was missed that it doesn't escape your attention. It reminds you of something you might see in an abattoir. What is that? Probably the place that they got meat, like, for animals. They probably locked up Reese's ancestor. They locked up Reese's ancestor in here. That was the boy in the wall, gang. Okay, a specialized facility for slaughtering and processing livestock. Move on. So would we have... My whole thing is, without keen eye, I could see that the curtain was there. Would we just have genuinely not have opened it if I didn't click keen eye? You continue forward towards the door on the far side of the room. Is there going to be a jump scare? Okay, no jump scare. This is where the boy in the wall was! This is where the boy in this place is what we went to. The character that Avery was playing. The character that Avery was playing in episode 2. This exact area where Edward Dean was like, "What are you doing here?" or something weird like that. I don't know. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs leading back down to the lower floors, but there is also another door. Who... Did something explode? This is the only place where the bricks are showing. Something was clawing out of here. I don't know what they got. I'm telling you, it's Reese's ancestor. Guys, I'm putting it all together. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along the edge, glimmering in the weak morning light. The door frame itself is gouged and splintered. Evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. So they took that creature out, hung it on the hook, and then put him back into the room? Damn, that's sad. It was probably that little boy. They probably experimented on that boy. That boy went and did the new with with Dr. Kelly, and sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. You've been here before, haven't you? That's see, I told you I got keen eye in real life. I didn't even need keen eye for that. Enter. You step forward. Damn. This was a prison cell. But this is the doll. Did Wayne put that doll there? Or is this a different doll? Wow, this is so sad, actually. I'm sorry, this is sad. They really put a little boy here. Look, he has a bucket to piss in. That's crazy. He's scratching the walls trying to get out. What's that say? OKO? Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. Damn. The walls are covered in scratches. Legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawings. The one window set high in the far wall is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Wayne must have been the boy. So, why did Tabitha say that was her ex? That might have been a plot hole. That needs to be retconned. I don't know what happened there, because that threw me off this whole time. But yeah, Wayne must have. This was Wayne's room. That's crazy. That's my guess. If that guess is wrong, there's no way this guess is wrong. Out of all the guesses I've made, this is totally Wayne's room. How do we even know his name is Wayne? Wait! Is he a spirit that possessed a random minor? Yo! Wait a minute. His name must not even be Wayne for real. That he must have been a spirit that possessed a random minor who went missing. That used to be Tabitha's boyfriend. He went missing because he got possessed by like a spirit. But the ghost, guys, stay with me. The ghost. Imagine I'm just spouting nonsense and this is all wrong. The ghost that possessed Wayne must have been the monster in the wall. And what if he's also, the ghost guy is also Reese's dad? Like, guys, am I cooking? Am I cooking? Property of Alexandra. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters dug as deep into the brick of the cell's prisoner could, dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoner could imagine. Highlighted with whatever paintings were available. That's what he wrote? That's what he chose to write? Property of Alexandra? So he was Alexandra's property? I don't understand. And then one final detail grabs you. A metal glint from the filthy, bare mattress, a doorknob. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? Yeah, this was Wayne's room. No wonder he was so comfortable simply existing in the manor. This is his home. He's giving Bruno. He's giving, talk about Bruno. No. Like, he's giving living in the walls the whole time. This was his home. He probably slept there that night. As you take it, a sound wraps around you. What? Music? No. This is a lot. I'm sorry. In real life, why is there music playing? Also, where does it say property of Alexandra? Am I tripping? I'm turning the brightness up. I don't see it. Anybody else see it? I don't see it. Maybe the little boy didn't know how to write. Sorry, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry. But where does it say property of Alexandra? Where does it say that? Okay, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Music. The tinkling of piano keys played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. He didn't have to do all this. Whoever's playing that music, he didn't have to do all that. Like, it's okay. I get the message. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. Okay. Follow the music. You've come this far. Clearly, you're meant to go just a little farther. Yeah, here starts our possession. Imagine if we chose not to follow the music. That would have been kind of funny. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of crumpled passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. Wow, so the servants didn't even have a window for illumination? But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet estate, the echoing piano your only company. So they had enough money to afford servants, but not to afford Tabitha new clothes. And that's question number 1. Question number 2. So Mary Bell, Enoch, Mary Bell, Alexandra. Who is Edwardine's mom out of those two? Enoch is the grandpa. Edwardine is Enoch's daughter. Edwardine had 2 children that both died. Mary Bell died in childbirth. Mary Bell, or did she? I'm gonna look up a family tree after, if I look it up now, I might get spoiled. But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Oh, for real? We're doing this again? Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. That means the locked door to the Forbidden Wing is just down the hall. This is actually not the Forbidden Wing, so y'all are allowed to... Oh, this is the Forbidden Wing! I was like, is this where y'all normally are? I wouldn't put it past Tabitha to be living in a place that's slanted. But you've yet to confront your guide. Finish what you started and find the piano player. I gotta save it right here. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark. The slope now so dramatic, it feels like I'm going to fall inside that damn cliff. Jagged remains. Sorry, I didn't say all that. Jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. How can he even see enough to play the piano? And isn't he the boy in the closet? How does he know how to do that? Anyway, the flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. Is your real name Wayne? Answer his call. That's what this achievement says. You finna kill me. Sorry. You finna kill me. So now you've seen it, Mara. Get away from me. Look! Look! I knew this was just a random ass dead miner who got possessed. This man is a zombie. Look! He got killed. What killed him? Those are like animal slashes. That's crazy. He got murked by the thing that was living in the freaking walls of the Scarlet Manor. And now he's possessed. That's my theory. He makes his way down the tilted floorboard towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell from the wound that is in his body. Ew. Oh no, that wound is probably from that man. Reese probably did that. I hope you enjoyed... Oh, I hope... Now I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'm gonna cut out all the times I failed. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. He stops just a few paces away. and I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful, and you put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. I don't like my voice for him. I'm not attacking this man. Let's talk. Sorry. I have so many questions, but Jesus, sorry, there's just so much. So my most pressing question, who lived in that last room? Wayne cocks his head almost playfully. I gotta save right here, because best believe, even if he cuts the question short, I'm asking each one. I did. I knew he, see? I'm so smart. Okay, no, I'm not humble though. Sorry. Let me calm down. I've been in that room a long, long time. Though my being free now is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. The town itself is enough of a prison that I might as well still be stuck behind that door. But at least I'm free enough to warn you. Yeah, I knew it was him. What do you mean this town is a prison? Then there's what was with that doll in that room. She liked it, so I liked it too. Oh, he loved that little Alexandra girl. Oh, it was nice to see it again after so many years. You could see it? How would you be able to see through the... You must have looked in the doorway or something. How would you be able to see her if you're locked in there? What do you mean? Not the flirt option. Y'all need to calm the hell down. This man is a skeleton. You better open it up and see Brooke. Like from One Piece. Like, be so for real. What do you mean the town is a prison? What do you mean the town is a prison? I can't leave. No one really can. I can't leave. No one really can. Oh, I hate his voice. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna keep practicing. As it stands now, Scarlet Hollow doesn't like letting go of its prisoners. They may be able to cross the town line, but not without paying a price. Y'all should have told me before I went up in here. That's crazy. This reminds me of that one show Once. What is it, like Storybrooke? Storybrooke, is that what it was called? You couldn't leave? That can be changed though. It wasn't always this way. And it was never meant to be. We can put an end to it. Yeah, because I'm gonna leave. I don't know what about nobody else, but I'm actually gonna leave. Like I don't care. Like I'm gonna leave. Does Tabitha know about all this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? What? Wait, is that the truth? Because we're gonna throw hands if that's why she invited me here. We're actually throwing hands. Why would you drag me into this people's nonsense? The mother already darn near escaped with me. Why would you drag me back into the same hell she had to crawl out of? Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? My whole thing is, who got the mom in this game, my mom, pregnant? Because with the way she was so scared of like her family finding out that it wasn't through marriage or whatever, like, and that she came to Sybil of all people in this entire world for advice. Like, why do you think she invited you here? Yeah, so, and then also again, this is making me not even want to trust Tabitha low-key. I know I shouldn't take a corpse's word for it, but he has a point. Why am I here? Tabitha don't know me. Oh, he's trying to make me, like, doubt her. Oh my god, but she's my cousin. I love her. She wouldn't. Oh, that absolute... These options are kind of funny. I don't know. Given that there's 3 options that are like pro Tabitha and 1 option that isn't pro Tabitha, I don't know what to do. I'm considering, I might even remain silent, not gonna lie. But if Tabitha knew about that place, why wouldn't she have seen the freaking letters from her dad? And why would she lock the forbidden wing? But then again, Tabitha said that Wayne is her ex. Tabitha's story about this Wayne guy wasn't adding up even in the least bit. So, my executive choice is, I don't know who to trust. I'm going to remain silent. I've given you a glimpse into one of your possible futures. Whether you choose to believe me or not is up to you. Yeah, I'm asking all the questions I want, but I urge you to consider believing what your eyes have shown you. Your freedom is on the line. How do I know I can trust you? How do I know you're the right person to trust? If you're still asking questions like that, I know there's nothing I can say that will convince you, but I will keep looking out for you, whether you trust me or not. I might say, if there's nothing else, I might click on that. They got me flirting with a corpse, bro. This is somebody's hear me out. That flirt option's taking me out. I'm sorry. I need to ask about the dramatics, because I don't know if anyone watched Miraculous Ladybug, but it's giving Kagami and Felix's little play they did about how he's part Sentimonster. Like, that's what the piano was giving. If I can find a clip on YouTube, I'm gonna show it, because that play was so stupid. What was with the dramatics? Isn't this theatrical? Are you bored? There were things you needed to see, and I doubt you would have been interested in a private guided tour. Not when I'm the one who would have been giving it. But you didn't need to carry me, though. And once I'd help you find what you needed to find, I wanted you to choose to come to me, to know you were truly open to a conversation. Did you need to carry me off in my sleep? Wayne twitches almost imperceptibly before answering. Why is he twitching? Is this man dangerous? A moment of weakness. I was impatient. So he's sorry, basically, for carrying me off in my sleep. If I didn't have keen eye, would I not? Bro. I swear, what is this game like without keen eye? Is it a completely different gameplay? Most of the dialogue options come from keen eye. A moment of weakness, I was impatient. That's crazy. I liked it is wild. Sorry, I was reading all of them. One of the options is I liked it. How did I not wake up? But no, there's multiple options I want to see. He doesn't strike me as impatient. But I'm curious, how did I not wake up? You've been a heavy sleeper lately. This town has been demanding so much of you. And I was gentle. Stop, I might have to riz him up. Okay, I'll save it right here. And then I'll load this one. You don't strike me as impatient. The days grow short. Take it as a sign that you should be feeling the same urgency. Now, I'm going back to the other option. He said he was gentle. I was like, oh, okay. Stop. If he wasn't a corpse, I would riz him up. Why should I care about any of this? Because it affects you whether you like it or not. That's a good question. Do you want to be somebody else's puppet, Mara? Especially Sybil. I can guide you to where you need to be, but it's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her, pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. Yeah, we finna kill her low-key. Wait, sorry. Your thoughts wander, searching for someone who might fit that description. You draw a blank. I didn't drink the tea! Why am I drawing a blank? Am I stupid? Am I actually that stupid? Why should I have already forgotten about her? I didn't even drink the tea. Did she sneak it into something? That's crazy. Did she sneak it? Oh, sorry. I'm actually kind of upset. How come I'm not thinking of Sybil? Unless you've already started to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical. Easily manipulated. but something's been missing from your head. Kanika! Kanika's been missing from my recap. Bro, they really took out Kanika. That's crazy. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. We need to find Kanika. You say nothing. Okay, I'm gonna save it right here in case it takes away the flirt option, because that thing is gonna click today. We need to call somebody about this. The police or the National Guard or somebody. Trust me when I say this, they wouldn't be able to help. The forces at work in Scarlet Hollow run deep. There is no one person they can arrest, no group of people they can blame and do away with. It is beyond the realm of flesh. But I know how to fix everything. I know how to keep you safe for as long as you live. Why do you care about me? Why? Why? Why do you actually care that much about me? Why is no one peeping how little sense it makes about how much he cares about me? But whatever, let's do it. You know, I love me a little Monster X human. I can't even lie. You take a step forward. Wayne doesn't flinch as you approach, but you can sense a trepidation. What does that mean? Sorry, I gotta look it up. Real quick. Trepidation. They got the answer in Japanese because I'm in Japan. I'm sorry. English definition. A state of fear, alarm, or anxiety about something that is going to happen, often causing hesitation or trembling. Okay. Wayne doesn't flinch as you approach, but you can sense a trepidation. He seems uncertain of what you're about to do. What do you want from me? You can be honest. You have my trust. You don't have to play hide and seek anymore. We can be partners. I really like you, Wayne. Quit your little games. You have my full interest. Now, what do you want to do about it? Place your hand on his chest. These options. I need to ask what he is, though. Let's be so for real. What in the world are you, bro? I'm yours if you'll have me? Okay. I'm yours if you'll have me. He's avoiding the question. That was kind of smooth. I can't even lie. That was kind of smooth. All right. Since Reese didn't work out, we got to be a little cautious. Okay. What do you want from me? You have my trust. I know what he wants from me. Let's be partners. Quit with the little games. You have my full interest. Now, what do you want to do about it? That might be what I click, low-key. Because I'm like, he stayed playing these little games, like following me, doing nonsense. I know he doesn't have very much social training since he was stuck in a room the whole time, but like, quit with the little games. But at the same time, I want him to know that, like, you have my trust. You don't have to play hide and seek anymore. We can be partners. Yeah, we can be partners. Sorry. Partners. I like the sound of that. Wayne takes a step forward, closing what little gap remained between you. Oh, what is he doing? What is this man doing? The unsteady floor causes you to stumble back against the wall. Wayne looming over you, this is so fast. What? His outstretched arm blocking you from escape. That might be a thumbnail moment. There's only him and you locked in a near embrace. I could show you. Give you a taste of what we could be, of what I can offer you. He's breathing more heavily now. It's slight but noticeable. He's excited but trying not to show it. If you're ready. If you're ready. Yeah, that's a little better. Will this make me fall apart like you? Do it is crazy! I've wanted this since the moment I first saw you. Some of y'all are down bad. Is this a romance option? But this wasn't even like a romance route. Like it didn't say romance. Oh, you can see a little closer. You can see a little cheek, I think. Yeah, this man's a skeleton. I can't even lie. I can't do this. It's wrong. I don't think I'm ready. Not now. This is moving too quickly for me. Will it make me fall apart like you? Wait, what is the it that we're doing? What are we doing? Am I making a deal with the devil? Wait. Wait, let me say it again. What is going on? No. Okay, let me try it. His voice is hard. This might be the hardest. No, you don't have to worry about that happening to you. Not if we do things right. What's that mean? I'm being rejected. But a fleeting moment with you will be bliss for us both. No pain, no lingering aftermath, but pleasure? Sir! What? I'm confused. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, guys. Guys! Okay, in real life, best believe I wouldn't have even walked inside the corridor. As soon as I got the handle, I would have taken my black ass back to my bed and gotten a motel or something. Like, I'm not staying here no more. But, like, my whole thing is, so this is Tabitha's ex. Like, what's happening? He's clearly a skeleton. You can kind of make it out that he's actually dead as a skeleton. I can't do this. It's wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. But if we have to give verbal consent, I would nod silently, but I'm like, okay, whatever, do it. Wayne stares down at you, bright eyes shining through the veil that flutters slightly with each breath. Ew, look at his filthy finger. What's he doing to me? Oh, this is horrible. His other arm reaches up towards your throat. What? He rests his palm on the nape of your neck. It's warmer than you'd expect, calloused and cracked. His fingers strong as they tighten around you. Is he choking me? There's a sudden sharp pain, as if you've been stuck with a pin, and unsettling feeling of something squirming? Shit, this was not a good choice. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I did this for the plot. I'm so sorry. I actually did it for the plot. I can't even lie. I just wanted to see what would happen. You can't help but try and jerk away from him as the squirming slithers its way up your throat. His fingers grip tight, holding you firmly in place. Well, that's that. It's a wrap, gang. It's a wrap. Then it stops, and a pleasant numbness starts to spread out from the base of your skull, flowing down your spine, enveloping you in a wave of bone-deep serenity. Your surroundings, this gives the summer he could have died, low-key. Your surroundings become, oh, the music, wait a minute. Sorry. Your surroundings become unfocused, vision swimming as your head lolls to the side, hair standing on end in a full body shiver as an intense pleasure sweeps across your skin. What the hell is he doing to me? What the heck? You're vaguely aware that your legs have collapsed from under you. Wayne holds you up. Yo, I didn't even click the thing that said parentheses romance. All I clicked was flirt. Is this a flirt? I'm sorry, this is insane. You're vaguely aware that your legs have collapsed from under you. Wayne holds you up, one of his arms curling around your waist, pressing you against him as you lose yourself in the sensation, and then it's over. The hell? Just share a moment of bliss with your guardian angel. What the hell? What is happening? What just happened? Oh my god, but I gave verbal consent, so I can't even say we were assaulted. He lets you go. You slump to the floor as he takes a shaky step back, adjusting his sleeve. What the hell? I let this filthy man touch me. So what he did was he took whatever weird thing comes out of his hand. If you remember from episode 4, there was a weird thing that came out of his hand that permanently damaged Reese's shoulder, right? Whatever thing permanently damaged Reese's shoulder, he put in my neck for a little bit. But he was like, oh, we can't do the full transformation because, like, it would reject you. So, yeah, he's definitely an eldritch entity that stole somebody's corpse. Because his hand was warm. He's a parasite. He is a parasite that stole Wayne's, if that's even your real name's body or whatever. My whole thing is, did he riz up Tabitha in the same way? Because why was Tabitha saying... I mean, the second victim? Why was Tabitha saying that this is the ex? Like, this 300-year-old man. Oh my word. Think of that as a kiss. Wait, think of that as a kiss. He has to catch his breath as he speaks. What the hell did he do? Before you have the chance to respond, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows. That's so crazy, because that didn't even unlock the romance option. You know how there's a romance option where it's like you can exclusively romance a singular character? That was not what I clicked. All I clicked was flirt. I had no idea that would happen. I'm innocent, guys. Okay, you make your way back to where you woke up and slot the handle into the secret door on the wall. Like, I was thinking that would give me special powers. It didn't. What is... Oh, the closet, the other side of the closet. It twists and the door pulls back, and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. You lean against the door frame as the last dregs of the intoxicating kiss leave your system, returning you to some semblance of normalcy or normality. That a state has gotten to you. Yeah, it definitely been gotten to me. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind immediately, to be anywhere else on God's green, beautiful earth but here. Like, get me out. Ew, the freaking ditchlings! Oh my god, get me out! Get me out! You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning's revelations seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Even the lingering afterglow of your entanglement with Wayne can't fill the sinking pit dug into your stomach by the suggestion that Tabitha has not only known about all of this, but that she is in some way a willing participant in your family crimes. Why would you be that surprised, though? I mean, she is in the family, and she does have, like, she literally, like, runs a sweatshop. Like, what are we doing? Not only that, but she has designs for you, plans for you. Even after everything the two of you have been through. It's been 5 days, bestie. Like, this is day 5 in the morning. Like, it's been 4 days. But it must be true. But then again, you know, after you climb a mountain with somebody, it doesn't matter if you were once strangers. Like, you're besties for life. I say that because it was in Kyoto, I climbed a mountain with my pen pal, and I was like, we besties for life. We were talking about all sorts of things on that mountain. So maybe after you go through a traumatic experience, and they went through like 4 together, or 3, that must be, you know, why she's like, oh, we're so close, how could she, you know? But it must be true. You had a glimpse of the brilliant colors of Wayne's soul? Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry. So Wayne put juju in me? Wayne brainwashed me! Now I can't even think straight. Damn. I was thinking that not drinking the tea would have been good. Why should we trust anyone? I don't trust Tabitha. I don't trust Sybil. And despite that whole display of nonsense that I just did, my apologies, by the way, I don't trust Wayne. But now it's automatically making me trust Wayne like it would have done if I had drinking the horrible tea that Sybil gave. Speaking of Sybil, how come we can't remember Sybil? Or actually, we can't remember Kanika. Like, let me say this with all utmost certainty. Sybil was in the recap. Kanika was not. Kanika is the one we can't remember. Is Kanika the traitor? I think Kanika might be the traitor, Loki. Oh man, I hate to out a black girl though. I can't even lie, but why was Kanika gone from my memory but Sybil was there? Last video I was like, wait, look, Sybil is here but Kanika's blotted out. Anyway, but it must be true. You've had a glimpse of the brilliant colors of Wayne's soul. Yeah, like that makes sense. Something that beautiful, that expansive wouldn't lie to you. Couldn't lie to you. It wouldn't lie to you. Yeah, I don't know if I could trust Wayne. Damn it! because I was like, oh, we love a good Monster X human. my freaking greed, bro. Like, if I knew this would have been the outcome, bro. Look, they didn't even put another option. Damn. Yeah, I want to go back, but I feel like that's too major of a decision. Like, I did that with my full chest. I said no, do it. So I can't go back. I feel like I ruined the whole game for me. This is so stupid. I don't want to say that Tabitha can't be trusted, because I don't trust Wayne. Wayne is a skeleton. He didn't even tell me. He avoided the question. I said, what are you? He said, I'm yours. Bestie, that was not the question. Of course Tabitha can't be trusted. Nobody who has the things you just saw hidden away in a locked wing of their house can be trusted. That's true. She is the one who locked it. Why is it still locked? Is she the one who locked it? Has she ever been there before and explored, though? Because it is her house. But then again, Pearline just died. What if Pearline's the one who forbid her from being there, and it's only been a freaking week since she died? Perhaps there's a chance that she's never even been into the forbidden wing of the room, because it's not like anything that Tabitha owned was actually in that wing. Someone locked that place away, for real. And it was probably either Edward Dean. Yeah, it was probably Edward Dean. I can't even lie. So what are you going to do about it? Not that I'm going to the police. I'm going to someone I could trust. Who would that be? The only way out of this is finding the rest of the stone carvings. Alone if I have to. Getting the hell out of this place even if I need to walk. Whoa. Why is there so much? I hate this filthy man. This filthy man put his stupid little hands on me because I clicked to do it. Now I'm over here doubting Tabitha. I mean, Tabitha is shady as hell, but that doesn't mean I can go ahead and jump to any conclusions yet. Especially, man, oh. And they say always believe the woman. I'm not going to see Oscar. Why does this say explore though? Doing more research. You might not have the library, but Oscar. No, I don't want to go to the old Masco place. Well, actually, it said explore. That's why I clicked it. I think I'll be able to do this and confront the witch, but more info is needed because I need to know who I could trust, low-key. You're not going anywhere without doing more research. You might not have the library anymore, but Oscar said he was going to do his best to piece things together. You're going to the old Maxwell place before you do anything else. But you don't have to travel all the way to the old Maxwell place to see Oscar. You can find him standing stock still at the middle of Main Street, staring up at the now condemned library, his former home and work. His focus is so complete that he barely notices you walk up to greet him, though your footsteps echo loudly between the rows of empty stone storefronts. Empty storefronts? Damn. Okay. Oh, Mara. What's he busy doing? Why is he... Is he sad? What's he busy doing? Is he sad about this? Low key. I don't care if he's busy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to tell everybody. You explain what you've just uncovered in the estate. Your family secrets, the cell, and your cousin's strange insistence through the week that nothing is wrong. But when you finish, Oscar seems surprisingly unmoved. The town really has it out for us, doesn't it? Do you ever wonder why you came to Scarlet Hollow, Mara? The real reason, I mean. Because I think it's more than just the funeral. No, I swear to God, sorry. It's just the funeral. I don't know why I came. I wanted to meet my family. I don't care for my family. Sorry, crap. Okay, I wanted to meet my family. Why would I need to know why my mother left? She left for a good reason. Why should I? Wow. Why would anybody care enough to know, to want to know why somebody ran with their tail between their legs. Why would you go to the place where she ran from? I wanted to meet my family. Family doesn't always mean you share blood, you know. It's the people you care about, the people who support you. You never know. You never knew Pearline Scarlet. She certainly didn't support you, so why come to pay your respects? For Tabitha, a woman who seems to hold nothing but disdain for you? This is weird. It doesn't seem to me like she really wants you around, yet here you are anyway. It's almost like as if he's less interested in having a conversation and more interested in having an audience for his thoughts. I don't have an actual reason to be here either. It was family for a while, then the library. But it was all just... You hear the whispers in the back, y'all? Sorry, but it was all just treading water. Passing the years until Rosa was ready to leave. Maybe I made a difference in some kids' lives along the way. Maybe I didn't. It's easy to say your life has purpose if you pretend it does. Damn. But it's hard to keep pretending when the place you poured all that purpose into disappears overnight. And for what? Some residual stale anger directed at people who did nothing to deserve it? I believe in fate, Mara. I can't bring myself to accept that what's happened to us is just the product of a chance. But that begs the question. What is Scarlet Hollow? Well, if we want to be honest, it's like a little slave town or whatever. Made by a slave owner. Like, I don't know what else to say. He made a mine. No, Shaw made the mine first, right? Because it was the Shaw mine that collapsed. They pinned all the blame on him. Then there's the Scarlet mine. It's a good question, though, because there's just, like, why is it giving, what's it called? Hawkins, like... What is Scarlet Hollow? Oscar, what are you talking about? Can you just tell me what's going on with you? Because yesterday he was kind of fine. Maybe it hit him all at once. It's hard to explain. Sorry. It's hard to explain. It all makes sense in my head, but as soon as I try to put in words, it's not enough. He wants to leave, but he can't. That's what Wayne was talking about. This town means something. Maybe Scarlet Hollow is a test. One that doesn't like people running away from it. I ran away, and from that moment on forward, this town has done everything it can to try and ruin my life. So he tried to leave, and then this was the cost? Damn. Sorry, that's crazy. Vivian ran away, and from what I heard, her life wasn't exactly easy. And now it's dragged you back here too, for your own trial. Yo! Thank God that we stopped by here first. This was a pool of information. Vivian ran away. Alexandra ran away. Oscar ran away. Oof. But did Alexandra really run away if her doll is still at the holler? Maybe Wayne found her and then found the dead body. I don't know. And then brought the doll back. I don't even know. Anyway, brought me back here for my own trial, even though I've never been here a day in my life. Well, I'm not gonna fail its test. Not this time. Wait. Did Charlie try and face the town? That's true. He found the secrets of the town and then got killed. What about Rosalina? You can't just rush off and do something dangerous. Not when she needs you. You don't understand, Mara. Everything that's happened to her has happened because I can't live up to the town's expectations of me. What is this? He's just yapping! I'm doing this because I know she... What the hell? You better abandon your kid. Like it's the Abyss. From Made in Abyss. Oh my god. No, you just... Nah. Go, well, I guess he can't leave, and this is like his only option between, but my whole thing is Tabitha's wicked. She has a whole place to herself that she could have given a displaced 8-year-old and still chose to keep it for herself. You know what? Maybe Wayne was right. I don't think he should have put his juju water inside of me, but I don't like the fact that he did that. I didn't know it would be like Sybil's tea and just control my thoughts. Like, I had no idea. I thought it would give me powers. I thought I'd get a third attribute. Okay, I'm doing this because I know she needs me, but I can't be there for her. not in a way that matters, until I've done what's been asked of me. I won't ruin my daughter's life by being a coward. I want to be able to help you. It certainly sounds like this town is asking more of you than it is of me, but I can't, not yet. I can't fix your problems until I fix my own. There's no library we can use for resources, not that there are any to speak of. I have no home. But after tonight, everything is going to be put back the way it's supposed to be. Hey, whoa! No, whoa! Wait. No, wait. With that, he wanders away, still fixated on the library's exterior. Whatever Oscar is planning to do, it sounds like his mind is made up, leaving you once again without safe harbor. Hell no. No, we're going back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm going there with you. We gotta load this one. We gotta load where it says I'm going in there with you. If you're going in there, I'm going with you. No! Sorry. No. You don't understand. This is something I have to do on my own. I've leaned on other people too many times, letting them act for me. Not anymore. This is my test, Myra. I want to be able to help you. It certainly sounds like this town is asking for me more. I gotta fix my own problems. There's no library. I have no home. But after tonight, so he doesn't even let me help him now. Wow, that's crazy. But where could you possibly turn to next? I'm glad that was an explore option. That's the thing you gotta pick. Wait, this music. Sorry. Okay. Next, I wish I could go to the police. I can't even lie. I wish I could really go to the police, but that witch finna kill me. I'm sorry. That witch finna kill me. But my whole thing is the witch. I need to go confront the witch, but she's gonna juju me until there's no tomorrow. It's between Tabitha and the witch. But then again, going to someone I can trust might be good, because then I can get them to help me. I don't want to be alone when I do something like this. That's right. If you can manage to throw yourself into the arms of someone you can actually trust, then maybe they could help you. Oh, I should have saved. Damn, I should have saved it. Okay, sorry. Alright. Maybe you don't have to deal with this alone. Can you trust anyone? I can't trust Stella? This is stupid. Why is Kanika gone? There's a strange fragment of the memory dancing in the back of your mind, like someone or something that's played a part in all of this, someone or something that you shouldn't forget. But then it's gone, and you're left with only the awareness that there's something you should have remembered. It must not be that important. Damn. Can I really not trust anyone? Can't I kind of trust Stella? But then again, Wayne keeps saying I can't trust Stella, and I don't want to, like... Dr. Kelly, she got a lot going on. Duke and Bo. I'm gonna save it and click Duke and Bo. Duke has a gun and Bo is the biggest person in town. If anyone can protect you right now, it's them. And the map you got from Miles a few days ago conveniently lays out an easy to follow path to Callaway Homestead. Go to the farms. I see what people were saying about chapter 5. This gives, I have to replay it. Why is there so many options? The farm has another stone carving. It's a choose your own adventure at this point, but I need to get Kanika back. I can't even lie. Kanika might have to be my top priority. I don't want to do nothing alone, but I genuinely deadass don't trust nobody no more. Maybe someone else could help me. Never mind, this is a bad idea. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna find the witch, I'm sorry. But I want to confront Tabitha. Damn it! But we need to save Kanika! Now isn't the time for unnecessary confrontations. Wayne told you to find the witch, and he noticeably didn't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you have no idea where to even begin finding this witch, or for that matter, who you assumed she's a she could possibly be. That's true. When Tabitha was in trouble, she called Sybil for help. Tabitha buys cannabis and all sorts of juju from Sybil. Maybe Tabitha is actually less trustworthy than I would imagine. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck on what to do. Think harder. I gotta think harder. There's a blurred place that comes to your mind when you think about the witch. Less of a place, more of a location, but less of a location, more of an idea of a location. A sort of almost location where you feel like you know where it's meant to be, but where you couldn't for the life of you describe it. But you could follow that important feeling. Walk alongside the strange feeling. Trace the fraying threads of memory forgotten. We're finding her. We're finding Kaniques. You follow that blurry feeling. Your attention drawn with a tunnel-like focus to the rhythmic falling of your feet. Your surroundings distant and unreadable. You lose sense of time as you go. But then footfall stops. You find yourself on Scarlet Hollow's main street, in front of an old bricked up building that you don't recall ever seeing before. They boarded up the general store? The Wahala is too much. I'm sorry. This Wahala is too much. I'm sorry. I need to drink water. They boarded up the store. That shit is gone. What type of magic and witchcraft is that? Look, even the door. The door is gone. Her house is gone. And earlier we mentioned that all the storefronts are empty. We said empty storefronts. The town hall is gone. What's happening? And yet, you know that this is the place you're meant to go. They put bricks where the thing is and where the door is. My whole thing is, I swear, Kanika, why is your brother here? Why is your brother not blurred out and you are? Hey. Damn, look. Who is he hiding from? It's Miles, one of Scarlet Hollow's resident teenage miscreants. So I remember him, but not the witch and the girl. Mara, I have to talk to you. There's something going on, but I can't remember what. It has to do with Sybil and somebody else. And that somebody feels really important. Oh, his sister! Don't worry, Kanika, we're gonna find you! And I feel like if I don't remember before it's too late, somebody's gonna... Never mind, this was stupid. I just sound crazy. He doesn't sound crazy, though. You feel an odd sensation as he's talking, a creeping recognition, but you can't seem to hold on to it. A slippery thought that refuses to be fully recognized. Bro, Kanika, what happened to her? No, you're not crazy. There's something wrong, and it has to do with your family. I feel like somebody's supposed to be here. It has to do with your family. Yeah. But you draw a blank on just who Miles' family is supposed to be. So he doesn't even remember that Sybil is his mom, with quotations, because I know damn well Sybil's not his mom. Sorry. I knew it. I knew something was wrong. But I don't know what it is. Nothing happened. I woke up. Where did you wake up? Your home is boarded up. And everything was normal. Had cereal, and then Sybil said she was going somewhere with somebody. He's crying! Wow! Sybil is a wicked woman, making a young kid cry. That's crazy. No, wait, the person was there too. I talked to them, and then they left, and I went to the street. Because the office is closed for renovations, so I had to wait outside until it was done. What office? I talked to them and then they left, and then I went out to the street. Because the office was closed for renovations, I had to wait outside until it was done. It feels like he's recounting a dream, the memory slipping through his fingers as the words leave his lips, leaving only emotion. This is how I felt when Dad died, but nobody's dead. Did I fail to save Kanika? I said nobody was finna die in my playthrough. Did I already fail? Did I already fail? Oh my god! Bro, Kanika's gone! She's gone! This is how I felt when my dad died, but nobody's dead. Please make it stop. Have you talked to anyone else about this? No. Everybody else lives here, and I don't need people looking at me funny for the rest of my life. But I should have just kept my mouth shut. It's not like you know anything anyway. Yeah, I actually might be the cause. Why did you come to me with this? I don't know. I guess I thought you might know something. Whatever. There's somebody missing, isn't there? There's somebody missing, isn't there? Miles tries to hide it, but you... My baby! Look how sad he looks! Damn! He's going through it. This is sad. So Sybil killed the dad. Sybil damn near killed the mom, and they forgot the mom existed. That's what... Dang. Sybil actually killed their whole family and left only Miles. That's crazy. Because if you think about it, Sybil's not their mom, right? They don't even remember the mom, for real. They don't even remember the mom. She just erased the mom, got this place boarded up with her juju magic. Wow. Miles tries to hide it, but you see his lower lip tremble and his eyes are shining with fresh tears. This poor boy, look at him. This is sad. Yeah, I think so. I feel so guilty. I think it's my fault. I think that too, low-key, because I'm like, why am I the one that's left? He can't hide the tremor in his voice as he speaks. There's this crazy old guy on the edge of town. You gotta find him. Julius. He was always coming around asking me weird questions. I don't remember what he asked or what he said, but I feel like it's important. And he wrote it all down in a notebook. You gotta get him to show you that notebook. I'd go out there, but I can't think straight. Not right now. I need somebody to fix this for me. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Not again, please. Not again. Yeah, the dad, the mom, everybody got by Sybil. That's crazy. He shoves a map into your hands and turns away, hiding his face as it cracks with emotion. I really didn't want to ask anyone for help. That's how bad it is, okay? Don't tell anybody what I said. Though I don't need people thinking I'm crazy. And then he's walking away, though where you can't be sure if he even has a destination at all, because his one destination got boarded up in the span of 24 hours. That's crazy. In fact, 12 hours between the time he slept and woke up. That place was gone. That's wild. She moves quick. I'm sorry, she moves fast. Because one thing I said to Oscar earlier was that, oh, the empty houses, as I was walking and describing my surroundings, and I was like, the establishments are empty? Look, they only had one store. This is equivalent to the food desert's one Walmart. The Arbutus Walmart getting taken out. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. This place seems like a dead end, but you have a new lead to follow. Not that anything but that. You're a wicked human being if you click that. Follow the map and make your way to Julius's farm. I was going to go to that farm anyway, because that's where one of the carvings is. It's a church and the church, the farm, and Scarlet, the estate. That's where the last three carvings are, because of what the painting said. As you make your way along the sunlit dirt road, you feel it. Oh, the pool, bruh. A tingling at the back of your skull, an urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying that can only stop if you tend to it. You pick up the pace. You lose track of time, your attention glued to each step, your mind ceding control. So Scarlet Hollow's controlling me. Yes. Anyway, your mind ceding control to your feet. They know exactly where you need to be. Yo! Back up! You put some juju water in my brain. I don't appreciate that at all. And he put it through the neck. That's crazy. He was choking me out, low-key. Like, on the floor. Like, it looked so bad. Yeah, he probably controls the ditchlings. But then again, wasn't he fighting them? I don't even know. There's too many mysteries here. And so the trance goes until it's halted by this unlikely sight of a fig. Why is that unlikely? He's been following me everywhere, of a familiar figure on the path ahead. Good, you found your way. I knew you would, eventually. You knew I would come here? It's the loudest today. The town has shifted its attention in accordance, whether or not it realizes as much. He's right, of course. It's not a sound exactly, but there's something. Calling. Begging. And you're particularly susceptible. Back for round 2. Don't piss me off. Are you coming to... Some of these choices piss me off. Are you going to come with me? Unfortunately, I can't. Not this time. Dang, so we on our own! I only wanted to offer some words of encouragement, and I'm afraid that's all I can offer. I would much rather be by your side through this, but the witch is dangerous to me. Dang, the witch could probably evaporate him, not gonna lie. The Gojo of a universe. But not to you. She can't hurt you in any way that matters, especially now that she's at her most vulnerable. Yeah, we finna kill her. We about to take back Kanika and save poor baby Miles. I think that was his name, right? Poor baby, like, poor baby. Okay, you know what? I might even stop it here. Thanks so much for watching. This is the conclusion of part 1. Stick around for part 2. We are literally about to go solve this mystery at the freaking farm and find the third to last carving or whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Chapter 5 is really interesting. I feel like there's a lot of interesting choices, like who do you trust? What is Scarlet Hollow? That was the second major question that came up. What the hell is Wayne? What juju water did he put in my skull? There's so many questions, but yeah, thank you so much.